What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Break Room. This week, we're going to be taking a look at our DFXL 100 set. This is a pretty cool set. We're going to put it to the test and just see how much pressure this can take. So you guys stick around for this one because this one's going to be pretty cool. Let's do it. All right, guys, like I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to be taking a look at our DFXL 100 set. It is a long pattern wrench, as you guys can see. It has a fixed box end that is a 12 point on one side, and the other side has an offset spline drive with an indexing head, and it is reversible. So before we get into the testing on this set, we're going to cover this set and kind of talk about some of the features of it. And then we're going to go over here and just see how much this bad boy can take. So like I mentioned, it does have a 12 point fixed end on one side. As you guys can see, there is a small offset. The opposite end is an indexing non-locking flex head. It gives you 13 indexing positions that you can lock it into. It is a spline drive in this end that is offset, as you guys can see, and it is reversible. It has a 72 tooth mechanism in it, as you guys can see. So the set that I have in front of me, and I know before you guys start fussing that there are skip sizes, VM is aware of this. You made it abundantly clear, and those sizes will be here in Q4 to complete the full set without any skips. But the current offering on this set is a 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, and a 17. Like I say, by Q4, the rest of the sizes will be here. You can complete your set. They're going to offer the add-on separate wrenches to go with this set, and that way it's a complete set for you guys that's already bought it. And for you guys that want to wait till you have the full set, it will be also in foam like this. And you can see it is a good thick piece of foam. You see I'm holding it on the corner where there's no wrenches to help support the weight, and it definitely does a good deal. Like I mentioned, these are long pattern wrenches, so they're going to give you a ton of leverage, and you can see the profile of them. Super nice wrenches, satin finish, but we all want to know the real question is, what will they hold up to? And today we will get that answer. We're going to put it over here on the meter. We're going to torque it down. We're going to see what we can get out of this bad boy, and then we'll all know together. So without any further ado, let's go over here, check these out, because we all want to see what these will do. Let's get after it. All right, guys, so we're over here at our test bench. You kind of know how this goes, but for your new guys that may be watching this channel that may not be aware of how we test things, I'll run over it real quick. So we've got a meter set up, and it's going to lock in at our peak torque. So no matter what the wrench gets to, if it breaks or if it fails, it will hold that peak number for us. It will be displayed on the screen, and it will flash. So to conduct the test today, we have our DFXL 117. So this is the 17 millimeter wrench that come out of the DFXL 100 set. And our test apparatus, we have a 17 millimeter hex. We're going to be putting our spline drive in that is reversible and indexing on here. We're going to apply pressure until we get to max peak torque or failure, whichever happens first. We'll all know in just a few seconds. So we're going to turn our meter on. You'll see it come up as zeros. It's got 1623 on it. That's the max torque that this meter can do. We're going to reset it to calibrate it to 0. Also in this test, we're going to be using our TH21 extendable handle, which gives us extra leverage. And we have our WE26A wrench extender head on here, and that's just to help us control the torque. So we have a nice, easy torque curve and ain't a bunch of jerking and quivering. So we're going to install our wrench extender. We're going to put a wrench on our fastener. And we're going to start applying torque. All right, so as you guys can see, we had a failure at 210 foot-pounds, and it is where the flex head portion broke off. You can see the wrench itself is still working perfectly fine, changes directions with no issues. So I'm going to say the weak point is definitely in the flex head here. As you guys can see, the wrench handle itself is not damaged or bent in any way. It just broke in the center here, as you guys can see. So it's pretty good news that the wrench did not bend at all. I know a lot of guys was kind of concerned about how thin this was, that it would bend. And obviously see 210 foot-pounds, we had no damage at all to the wrench. So I know a lot of people was concerned about that. And we also had a lot of drama over the spline drive not taking as much torque and slipping. I'm going to put a close-up here, and that way you guys can see there's absolutely no damage whatsoever to the internals of the spline drive. So that speaks volumes of how the spline drive held up. There's absolutely no damage to the hex. I'll also put a close-up shot of that, that way you guys can see it. But it's pretty impressive. The wrench did a fantastic job, in my opinion, for 210 foot-pounds on a flex head ratcheting wrench. But anyway, guys, that's the video today. Hopefully you liked it. Be sure to check these out on your local tool truck or www.themtools.com. Check out the new 2024 catalog that's on there. Tons of brand new tools that have not been released yet. So you guys have a great weekend, and we will catch you next time. See ya.